I have a feeling that this arc is just going to be tragic, man. I have a feeling that this arc is just going to be absolutely tragic, because I feel like every character I know and love is actually going to die. And I got to turn this off here so I get this brightness off my face. But I feel like every character that we know and love is just going to die here, this episode. I feel as if, oh my gosh, I feel as if Stronoff is for sure a goner. I feel as if Unglass could be a goner. I don't know if Shaltir is going to be in this war, but he did say, Shaltir, can you send my army at the end? So I would not be surprised if, Shaltir is actually a part of this, since Shaltir was the one that opened the gate. Maybe she's coming too. But, I mean, so that could mean death flag for Unglass as well. And the fact that Stronoff is continuously mentioning how they need to come back and drink and all these different things, stay alive, hey, change your armor, yada, yada, yada. He's the one that's trying to keep everyone safe, which usually is the person that actually ends up dying. So, and we do know that Stronoff is facing Lord Ainz. We all know that he's facing Ainz in the ending of the opening, I believe, right? So you got to think about that as well. But on top of that, I got to say this. I thought that the one dude that was the chubby son of the king, the one that was like his buddy or whatever, I felt as if he is always a bad person, but it's actually the opposite, really. He thinks the king is naive. He thinks the king is too prideful. And he also knows a lot of stuff that the king doesn't know. There's traitors within the nobles of Rantel. And that's huge because, first off, there's no way they can win if they have intel. If El Nix has intel, how are they supposed to win? And of course, at the same time, we do know El Nix isn't completely on Ainz's side, right? So obviously he knows that there's a traitor within his own kingdom. So all this is, I don't know, who knows how this is going to turn out. I mean, you could have some nobles jumping ship, and then it ends up being Ainz versus who knows, a few nobles. Ainz and the king, Kingdom Rantel, that faction, Ainz's faction versus everyone else. You don't know. This could be an all-out brawl, literally. You just don't really know who's at change sides, because we do know other nobles are, well, against the king. They're traitors. And vice versa for El Nix, that king, he also has some traitors within his group. And obviously he's a traitor of Ainz, technically. So, I mean, it's really kind of weird to get through this and know how it's going to play out exactly. Who do you trust? Who do you not trust? Which faction is going to stay true to the war and the person in which they're fighting? Who's going to switch sides? We just simply do not know all of that yet. But Stronoff, I just know, is in a shitty situation, right? He knows how strong Ainz is, and that's why he mentioned, how about we just give up the land, because he's worth 5,000 soldiers at least, which is insane. And that's good. I'm glad that Overlord's kind of given us a power scaling of Ainz. I mean, think about it. So on top of that, though, I mean, it's good to see Climb, Unglass, and Stronoff on screen once again, because a lot of times we actually don't get to see them anymore, because usually it's just like, hey, you get this season, you get that season, or you get half this season, and hey, at least it builds up characters, at least it has characters that have depth to them, right? I mean, Unglass is someone who had to come out of the depths of darkness because he lost confidence after training so hard and then just getting owned by Shaltir. Climb is someone who wished to become stronger. I know these characters. These are people that went underneath Master Sebas and became stronger and gained back that confidence. We know the adventures they've been on. We know these characters as people, and that's always cool to see. And I think that's one of the reasons why Overlord's just so good, man, and just gets elevated so damn high, because it's able to do things like that. Characters that aren't even really part of the main cast, let alone they're not even the main support characters within the story at times, have some kind of personality, which Unglass and Climb are, part of the main supporting cast. Not the main cast, but main supporting cast, I guess, per se. And I don't mean that as, hey, yes, they're part of the main cast in a way, shape, or form. I just mean they're support characters that they lead the role in which they have within the story. So, yeah, once again, you can feel the death flags, man. I don't know what to expect. This is really a setup episode, so there's not too much to talk about. I wonder how the CGI is going to look in terms of the war. I don't really know. But on top of that, though, I mean, I don't really know what to say. It's going to be a shit show. It's going to be, there's going to be betrayals mid-war, I feel like. There's going to be, I mean, what, there's 3 episodes left. This is episode 10, right? So we have 11, 12, and 13. So a lot of stuff's to be going out, going down in these 3 episodes. Will the king's son, once he joins war, obviously he's going to make it to the war. Will he die there? Who knows? I don't like him. He came off as a distant, complete idiot. Naive too, prideful, stuck up. So at the same time, we got to once again think about what faction will betray during the middle of war and start to fight Ainz. Because once again, we know El Nix said basically, okay, fuck this, fuck this treaty. I ain't going to be made look like a fool. Yes, he knows he is outclassed, but he's going to try to beat him with strength and numbers based off what he kind of said last episode. And yeah, ignorance is bliss, stupidity is happiness. And that's what El Nix seems to be about to do because pride is in the way. So, I mean, he's a smart king, but he's just got a little prideful because he is betrayed by the mage, so yeah, I mean, but at the same time, if you have someone that's a traitor within your group and knew this was going to come about, then it's kind of like, well, do you make a treaty with a traitor and just kind of reside underneath them? Well, if you know you're just outclassed, outmatched, then that may be the smart thing to do. Especially in this case. So as always, guys, be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, follow on Twitter, X25. I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Thanks for watching, guys.